I'm coming to collect the slips. Just wanted to show y'all. You know, it hasn't been too long since I put them in here. OCO, everybody. I was gonna show you what the real definition of a piggy pile is. And we got some of our bigger babies over here, and then a huge pile of babies over here. Oh, it's just adorable. I love watching the babies, especially when they're sleeping. Just a huge little piggy pile, huh? Wait. Hey, good morning, guys. Say good morning. They're gonna scatter. Maybe not. Just all sitting there watching me. How we doing, little ones? Yep. Nice little piggy pile. Like I said, that's mostly bigger ones there. We got some hosses in that group. Those are probably Wanda's babies. Either that or lefties. Those lefties are definitely thick. Yep, babies are doing good. We lost 4 during the storms. So we're down to 59, I believe, now. But they look good. They're doing well. Hopefully soon we'll find new farms and new homes for all of them. We'll probably have a few that'll live their life out here. That's Mocha and Callie's babies. Doing well. This pen washed out during the rain. We lost 2 in there. And then 2 in here. That was some heavy rain. Lots of water. Still got a bunch standing in the ground. Oh, but the good comes with the bad. We're still blessed. Could have been a lot worse. Some of the bigger ones are following me out. Hey, pixie girl. Sit here. Watch these little ones. They're out here eating with mamas already. Fat and happy. What you thinking, little one? Huh? What you guys thinking? How we doing? Oh, hush. You quit being so pushy, Pixie. Pigs are very pushy with their food, even with babies. Little ones. Just adorable. I think that's the one that got stuck in the tree. He's only got half a tail. Wedged in between those 2 trunks on that tree. And he lost part of his tail in the ordeal. I like the little banding on that one. I think we will get one. We have a couple that have that banding. I'm gonna get a nice little fat one to keep for our own. Yep, I think everybody's happy and healthy. Y'all enjoying breakfast, huh, guys? forward to watching them grow. Yeah, 2 of the 3 wandering roosters I need to deal with. Well, today on my agenda, I plan to finish planting the the sweet potato slips out there in the garden. So I'm gonna work on that. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna get done. Should be all of that. And I got a lot more projects to deal with. I'm not 100% sure which one's gonna be next on the agenda. What you thinking, Bella? Get this trash cleaned up here. Picked up this lawnmower. It's got a good running 22 horse motor. The mower itself, you know, probably could be used to pull stuff around, but I need a V-twin motor to bring that one back to life. Been sitting in this barn for years, so my hope is I can drag this rascal out and do an engine swap. And then I'll have, because that's a commercial grade lawn tractor, whereas the one up at the house, the little 42-inch, is just a consumer grade. And we've been running that one hard for the last couple of years. I'd like to put that motor on this one, work the bugs out of that one, and then that be my workhorse. This will be my main mower, and then that one will be for all my little side jobs and cutting up, you know, rougher areas and all of that, and be a good backup for if this one breaks down, because you know they all break down. They all need maintenance, especially when you're getting hand-me-downs and throwaways. But that's going to be on the agenda. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm hoping to do a few videos on it, but not 100% sure. But can't complain for $100. Got a running motor. Whew. That little Lumpy and her babies are still doing good over there. They're about ready to move to the big pen. I've got to go into the big pen sometime in the next day or 2 and catch all of the juveniles that are in the quarantine, trim their feathers so they don't get out, trim the mama's feathers, release them into the main flock, and then come in here at night when they're sleeping and catch all of them, put them in a carrier or cage or something to take up there to put into the quarantine pen, and let them finish growing out there so that they'll acclimate. We've got the huge burn pile. I got more limbs collected there that are going on it today. Get that unloaded. We'll get that burnt here soon. And I need to take my old tiller up there to the top of the property and make a sweet potato bed for my purple Okinawans, and make a big bed for my sun hemp. I'm going to try growing that for some animal feed, just to see how it goes and see how that plant grows, because I'm thinking of implementing it into some of my you know, pastures and paddocks and stuff as more feed. We're still treating Caesar. I'm waiting for some more medication to show up. He's been given a first dose, but I'm only dosing some more this weekend, trying to help him get through the barber pole worms. He's struggling over there, but we're gonna fight it and see if we can't bring him back to health. It looks like Gracie's got the same resistance that Sandy does. Sandy don't let it take her over. Her body fights it really well, which may eventually be a problem when she's giving birth, but we'll have to see. But we're learning as we go, try to help our animals be as healthy and as safe as possible. Let me get to feeding the rest of these rascals for the goats revolt over there, and then I'll bring you along for whatever work I do today. I'm coming to collect the slips. Just wanted to show y'all. You know, it hasn't been too long since I put them in here. And it doesn't take much. You just cut up those sweet potato vines, plug them in a little water, and they will all root at one of those nodes. So I'm gonna go stick these in the ground, because we are getting rain in the morning. So we've got tons and tons of slips. I'm gonna take this potato, I forgot it, just plug the whole potato in the ground. These are some plum cuttings I've got to get put into the rooting bags here in a little bit. I hear you, little ones. Or one little turkey baby we hatched with a couple chickens. So he has buddies. But I'm gonna collect these and we're gonna get to it. Yep, I've got my slips. I just dug little holes in the ground with a hoe. Got my slips sitting in the hole in the direction I want them. And I just take my foot and rake the dirt that I pulled out right back on top of them. Sweet potatoes are super easy to get going. That's whether or not all the pests and everything will leave them be so that we can succeed or not, but not real hard getting them started. And like I said, these are white sweet potatoes. I don't know the variety. They were just some from a farm in Georgia that our local Piggly Wiggly sells. So I just figured I'd give them a shot. They go in pretty easy. Not a real hard crop to grow. And the really cool thing about them is if we get a bumper crop, we'll eat what we want. And our pigs, this is pigs' favorite food. One of their favorite is sweet potatoes. So all of this vine is definitely going to go to them, as well as probably a good portion of the crop will go to them as well. Losing my place, I got so many holes out here. Not all of these will survive. There'll be a few holes, but I'm planting them so dense. That's kind of the idea, is it doesn't really matter. I said we've got rain for the next 2 days, and this ground's already damp, so they shouldn't have too much transplant shock, and it should work really well. Getting them established out here. I want this whole bed to just be taken over by their vines. See, these are the ones I planted last week. And they're actually springing up new growth, looking good. So not too bad. Like I said, I know we had the leaf miner on them. I'm probably going to do some sort of a Dawn dish detergent oil spray on it once they take off, but the sun for the most part will do what we need and sterilize them. Those guys don't like being in direct sunlight, so these should still do just fine. All right, we're almost done, and I've used up all the slips from the whites. I still have a good section of garden space, so I think I don't need to make a new bed for the purples. I'm just gonna put the purples up there. So I'll probably go get them here in a minute. Set them up in their area so we can really get this bed jamming. we're good. Sweet potatoes are planted. Like I said, the original variety anyway, the whites. And you know, I've got the small red bed up there. And so we still got all of this space for the purples. So that is awesome. I think I'm gonna run and go get them and come back and jump on that. I had the bed over here bordered with, I'm pretty sure it's cantaloupe seeds from 2 years ago. I wasn't sure if they were viable or not, but I wanted to try. And I got that one right there that an animal pulled out, so I just replanted it. And I noticed one, yep, right there's one. Like I said, a little cantaloupe sprout. There's one, and up there's one. So that is awesome. There's actually several. So those seeds did okay. And I've got some old sugar baby seeds that I did up here as well. So we'll see how those do. And I want to say this little row right here, I put tomatoes in, but I think the rain might have got them. I'm gonna watch for another week. Then I'll probably just buy some plants. I got some onion sprouts from Sidanelv'i Farms in Georgia, some sets, and I put them in. So we've got a row of 50 right there. And here's our okra. The whole row come up. And these are seeds that we've grown here for several years now. And we didn't grow last year, so they're at least 2 years old. And they have come up like crazy. I planted them heavy, not expecting them to germinate well. And they're making a liar out of me. But hopefully they'll thrive. And then this year we'll harvest from these. So we'll have even stronger genetics for our climate. I've got Teresa's cachucha peppers. I want to say all four. Yep, that one's the most pitiful, but all four have survived the transplant. Little cachucha peppers, looking good. I got one right there. Like I said, these are amazing peppers. I want to keep these going as long as possible because this is growing back from the root from last year. I dug this one up and it was doing the same thing. That's a sumac tree trying to come in. I think what all this is. But these little guys are the hot sauce peppers on Tabasco. And they are 3 years old right now. Fire ant. Ooh, got him before he got me. And that is a little ghost chili right there. Another little ghost chili right there. I want to say I've got one more down here if it survived the transplant. I'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure where it is. That rain, like I said, has got this stuff scattered so bad. Oh, there she is. Right there. And we still had this little section right here that nothing went in. So I've got a mammoth jalapeno, a standard jalapeno, and then I did 3 jalapenos there. So we'll see how that goes. And down here we got still the okra row, still coming up all the way down. Very, 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 very pleased with that. Thank you, Lord. Oh, got a lot of grass coming in here though, but that's what we're going to cultivate for. We are going to weed this stuff, try to keep it clean this year. This is a better view of what we've got left to plant the purples in. I don't know if I can plant them that dense. I don't have that many cuttings, but we'll see. But I'm gonna run and grab those real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Yep, I'm gonna throw this into the video after planting the sweet potatoes. I was down here just looking, and Teresa's contender beans already have a mess on them. I know you got to keep picking to keep them producing, but supposedly they produce like crazy throughout the whole year. And I mean, just look at that. I think they are pretty much ready to go. Some of them are anyway. But Teresa knows more about green beans and stuff than I do. So I'm gonna have her look at it when she gets home. But that's just crazy to me. I just wanted to add that to it. And I'm gonna show y'all one more thing, and then I'm gonna bring the video to a close. Yep, I'm gonna close on a little garden update for this little garden patch up here. My fill-in corn, where my gaps were, has come up in all the places I wanted it to. So the corn bed is actually going to be full like it's supposed to. Super pumped about that. And I just threw some extras in that little empty space there. And the last little handful I had, I threw into the mulch pile in the bananas. So we'll just see how they do. My yellow squash, to go along with Elliot's lone little squash, has sprouted. Sugar cane's still doing good. Looking forward to seeing what that does. But yeah, this was just a scatter method. This little batch of corn. We'll just see how it grows. It was just the last little bits of seeds in the bag. These sweet potatoes had the same leaf miner mites that the others did, and you can see that they, after the sun got a hold of them, they bounced back. We lost a couple in there, right in here, but for the most part, these are growing good, and we'll get this whole little area just covered in sweet potatoes. Sunflowers are loving that rain. They've really pushed up. So we'll see how those do. The potatoes, jamming as usual. Hopefully we'll get a decent harvest from them, Lord willing. I'm not sure if this is the Seminole pumpkins or the Cushaw. I can't remember now, but one or the other. We've got 2 batches planted, but they are starting to really take off now. We lost most of the cardoons on the side bank here. I think I've got a couple stragglers, but we also have our comfrey pushing up. So the comfrey is finally starting to make an appearance. I think that's a cardoon right there. Most of the tomatoes survived the transplant. As you can see here, it's about time for me to start building the trellis for them. Get that handled. So I will be coming out here and mulching, and not mulching, but cultivating and working some of these weeds out. We got a bunch of stuff popping up. I think that's a cardoon there, and that's a comfrey there. It's done come up. So yeah, we're starting to get some pop-ups. You can see some more right there. But I do have some holes. We'll let the comfrey come in, and then I will go ahead, and I've got some more cardoons that need to go somewhere, so I'll plug them in just to fill the gaps and see if any of them survive. And I think I'm going to take this row down through here once I cultivate it, and I'm going to put some pigeon peas on it. They'll only live a year, and they'll help feed the soil, and we'll see if we can get something out of that. My pigeon pea seeds survived last year, and I need to cultivate some more. Elderberries, doing good. But yeah, garden's starting to look good. Long way from great, but starting to look good. We're thankful for the blessings that we're given. And I hope y'all have a great day. And hope y'all enjoyed this. And if there's any suggestions or anything, let me know. Also, please don't forget to tell everyone to like and subscribe. I need that interaction for YouTube to really take me seriously and for my channel to take off. Hope you all have a great one. Wado for watching.